Hey everyone, Corey here, Alberta Bourbon Hunter. So, anyways, as we drink, we end up with all these empty bottles. So, in some of the whiskey bottles, I gotta say, I really do like the look of. Like, I love a look of a Blanton's bottle. I think the Eagle Rare bottle is a gorgeous bottle. The Old Forester has such a classic shape and style to it. So I was always thinking, like, do I just want to throw these away, recycle them, whatever? So, anyways, I went on to Amazon and you can get these little string lights. They come in a box of, I don't even know, 30 of them or something for like, I don't know, 30 bucks. So they're like $1 each. So what I've been doing is I've been putting them into my old bottles. Now, I know it's kind of cheesy and whatever, and eventually I only want to do one of each. The Blantons, I did a pair. So because I like them so much, and then I bought these little lights that go on top yet if I really want to, use them as a night light as opposed to just some ambiance. And then I put some colored marbles into the bottom so it, halfway looks like it's full of bourbon. Anyways, I know it's cheesy and kitschy, but whatever. I like it, so I'm doing it. So, anyways, I don't know if anybody else is interested in this, but I think it's going to be a good way for me to kind of keep track of, what bottles I'm drinking and things like that. And, when I have, if I do something out on the deck in the summer, maybe I'll bring them out and set them around the deck. This kit also comes with a ton of extra batteries, like enough batteries, I'm sure, to do all of these little lights all over again. Now, I don't run them all the time. I only run them when I'm really down here enjoying my drinks or whatever. Or, if I have people over and they want to check out the bar, I'll turn them on and things like that. They do come wrapped up kind of oddly and difficultly, so they're not super, super, super hard or easy to work with. But definitely some bottles a little bit easier than others. But you just kind of feed them in. I don't think I'll do the marbles anymore. They were kind of really expensive for amber colored ones. I don't think that was worth the work. But basically, the idea is you just feed them into the bottle, pull out the little safety tab there. Now be careful because these things will fall into some bottles. But most bottles, they'll just fit right on top like that. And then just boom, you give them a little flick of the switch and they light up nice. So, like I say, it's just something fun. And I think if a guy had a bunch of these, out on a fence line or around the edge of his patio in the middle of summer, when it starts to get dark out, I think this looks great. I don't have much to say about this whiskey. I bought it. It was fine. It's a finished product. Yeah, I just don't have much to say about it. It was fine. So anyways, the Old Forester, however, huge fan. Watch me enough, you'll know that this is my bottle choice for a lot of things. Blanton's Eagle Rare, E.H. Taylor, all that stuff. Those are also my go-tos. So they're definitely, I have a few different things that I like, depending on what I'm after. But yeah, so you just kind of feed this in and, it takes like a minute, right? Like to unwrap it almost takes longer than to feed it in. That's why I had two of these previously unwrapped before I started the video, because you really didn't need to see me try to unwrap this light string. But like I say, I think I don't need like 30 bucks or something for a whole bunch of them. Like I'm going to be able to do a lot of bottles before I ever start looking for another box of these. And like I say, I'm only going to do probably one bottle of each, even though I've got multiple bottles of some different drinks. Okay, see that one fits a little bit lower. There you go. 2 seconds and you got a nice little Old Forester 86 bottle lit up. Like I say, I think if you don't know what to do with your bottles and you got nothing else going on, I think this is just something that's fun. I think it looks good. I think it's a little bit practical. Yeah, just whatever. Little craftiness down here at the basement bar. Anyways, we'll talk to y'all later.